nice to have you here this morning. It's good to see you. It is Thursday, July the 1st. It's Canada Day here. Canada is officially closed. I'm on, and I want to welcome you from around the world to my channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Uncle Bruce here. We're going to follow the markets in plain English, see what is going on, try to interpret what's happening, try to make some money, figure out where you want to be and where you don't want to be with certain investments, certain stocks, that kind of thing. And we'll see if we can stay out of trouble and go from there. I have Gore's options, December 21 with a strike price of $15. I'm up 40%. I'm worried about the expectation date, or are you talking about the expiration date? Is there any rule of thumb for when I should do? No doubt be selling these options rather than hold. Well, you want to give Gore's the time to do their merger, which is July 20 is the actual shareholder date for Matterport to merge. And then it'll start trading as Matterport a couple of days after that. So until the end of July, you're not doing anything, if at all possible. You just want to wait this all the way through. So you're going to suffer gains and losses, perhaps some swings in the market price. That's normal. You're used to that. But it could be that by the time the July 20 date rolls around, Maximilian, it's possible that the shares could be in that $18 to $20 neighborhood already. And now you are really sitting pretty on the contract. Obviously, if momentum keeps building on this stock, which I think it will, $20 will not be a barrier for this stock. I mean, that's it could go through that like hot knife through butter. Could go beyond that, and you might be in the $22, $25 neighborhood here. Just shortly after merger, this will put you into the chips. So keep an eye on this. Look for a payoff because you're going to get one. I have 69 shares of GameStop and I would like to have 100 to write covered calls. Is it worth it to sell some of my SPAC stocks so I can write covered calls on GameStop? Well, there's a couple of things you can do to try to pull this off. First of all, if you don't have any extra cash and you can't afford to buy 31 GameStop shares, which right now are $212 a piece, it's a $6,000, $6,300, $6,400 purchase. What you could do is theoretically you could sell other stock to buy GameStop to get to 100. Turn around and write call options, one option against the GameStop stock, and if you can bring in say $15 or $20 a share by selling a call out far enough for a nice premium. You bring in $2,000 by doing it. That's $2,000 of the $6,000 you needed to get the stock, right? You could then turn around and buy $2,000 of these other stocks back that you purchased, that you sold. Maybe you buy call options instead of the stock you had to replace the positions with that. That might be the way to do it. So if you buy the stock at 212, write a 250, 260 contract for like a month or two, bring in $20 to $25 a share if you can, and then you use the $2,000 to $2,500 to purchase call options on some of these SPACs you sold to get these shares. You kind of replaced it in another way, and now when GameStop either goes up in value to 250, 260, you get bought out with that premium you already have. You're selling at 285, which is a nice gain on this whole thing. Turn around, buy the 100 shares back, write another call for 330, 350. If that's the case, if the stock doesn't go up to 250, 60, the contract will die worthless. You keep all that dough and rewrite a brand new contract when this one expires, or when you buy these back at a very low price, you write new $25 contracts and bring in another $2,000 and diversify yet again. That might be the way to do it. Baking, that might be the way to do it. I bought $75 puts on Royal Caribbean. I saw it on the upswing today, something going on. Royal Caribbean this morning is sitting at, it's up 90 cents to 86.18. There's nothing great going on. It did get up to 86.84. It's now 86.17. This stock will go lower. It's headed to the 40s and the 50s, in my opinion, when it's all said and done. But, you can get up days from time to time. There's a lot of optimism about the coming back of cruising and all that. But as people realize the nightmare of getting on a cruise ship and the restrictions and the fact that the cruise lines will not be able to sail at full capacity. This is going to be a financial problem for these guys. Shares are not going to do well with once the street figures out. Yuck. When do stocks normally start selling options? Stocks don't sell options. Options markets are created in Chicago against stocks. Contract trading doesn't make the company any money. So whatever calls are happening, going on up and down and being created, written, trading, it makes no money for the public company. It is just a reflection of how the shares are doing over here on this exchange. Shares go up, contracts go up, calls. Shares go down, calls go down. Shares go up, puts go down. Shares go down, puts go up. It's an inverse, and it's the market. It's a separate market from the stock market, and it doesn't make the company any extra money. If SoFi were to get bought by, let's say, Amazon, what happens to my 10 call contracts I have with them? 5 for January. Thank you. Love the show. Okay, so let's say Amazon takes over SoFi at $500 a share, and you've got 5 call contracts at $10. Your contracts are worth $490 a share each. So let's say that's $49,000 a contract. So each contract is worth $49,000. And you've got how many of them? You got 10. You have my $10 call, my 10 call contracts I have with them, or 5 for January. Whatever number you have, they're worth 49 grand a piece. You happy now? That's pretty good. Thank you, everybody, for that. If you'd like to talk to me about a 1-hour session, you want to get together with me, send me an email through my email address, which is right here. It's the old school hotmail.com email address. Send me an email. Say, Bruce, I'd like to talk to you on a one-on-one session. When can you book me in? I'd like to make a reservation and lock it in right away.